little bit, y'all. So it's time to talk about it. So, Travis Hunter's fiance, Leanna, released an 8-minute video on TikTok addressing all the issues people have said about her. She addressed her saying that Travis Hunter originally wasn't her type. And she said that when Travis originally DM'd her, he had a girlfriend. So she ignored him until he was single because she's not a homewrecker. And why would her type be that? She also said that she's never had a physical type, goes on and lists the types of people that she's been with: a white cowboy, soccer player, SoundCloud rapper, all those things. Then in a separate video, Travis basically stuck up for his fiance and basically said she's been crying herself to sleep and drinking a lot and basically like, y'all don't know them, chill out, all that. So, from what you've heard and what you've seen, Mace, gonna ask you first, how do you feel about all of this discussion around basically their relationship?
Mm. When I look at this situation, I want to be sensitive to it because I know this is his wife. Anybody got a wife, they're gonna care about it. But when it comes to the things that she's saying, if I take myself out of it and just talk about what it is that I'm seeing, is one of those cases where you don't understand the moment you're in. Is that's just the best way to explain it. When she talks about the type of people she dated. Okay, that's cool. The SoundCloud rapper, I'm for that as a fellow MC. Then she talks about the different things about how she wasn't dealing with him because he was dating other people. I'm for that, definitely. Being consistent in that. But then you turn around and date him after you say that he's a known cheater. If he's known to you as a cheater, when you meet him, he's trying to cheat. So even if you date him later, you were dating someone who was a cheater. I'm just saying this from a woman's point of view. From a guy's, we get it. Pause. But when you talk about the things that goes along with her, the real issue is that when you're dealing with Travis, you got to understand that he's the prize in the situation, and that's what everybody is really coming down on her about. She's not seeing him as a prize. She's seeing him as just a regular nigga. And the best way to lose a king is to try to treat a king like a regular nigga. Like it would be like a woman, my wife, trying to treat me like a regular nigga. I'm not a regular nigga. I don't make regular money. I don't do regular things. Ain't nothing about me regular. Nothing is regular about any person that lives on that level. And you take the last interview, or not even an interview, the last time he's doing a photo shoot, he wins the Heisman. She's sitting there like, what am I supposed to do? Just sit here? What else are you gonna do? Hit cartwheels? Yes, this is gonna be your life. People are gonna be focusing on him, and it can't look like he gotta always defer to you and turn everything and make it about you so you could feel comfortable, because that means the moment is too big for you. And that
And I just want to stop right there before I even forget about this specific part. Absolutely, right here. This is my exact point, and I said it on my last video. He hit it spot on. It can't always look like when you're. There are going to be so many brands and people and just fans focus on Travis at anywhere you go. You can't make it look like it's an issue. You got to make, because he's so worried about you and how you're feeling, it's going to affect his appearance. And that starts fucking up with money. And now when you start fucking with my money, that's a problem. Straight up. When you start fucking up my plays and my money, fan base and shit like that, it's a problem. I shouldn't be on the internet telling my fans, don't worry about me. You guys just start rocking with me. Like, you pretty much saying, fuck your fans now. All because of her. And that's not cool. And she should feel like shit for that too. I mean, regardless, bro, I'm not here to bash her at all. I believe their relationship is a relationship, but there are a lot of signs to me that red flag a lot of shit. I'm just being honest with you. I'm not saying I'm invested into it, but at the same time, it's interesting because, bro, there are a lot of signs that just keep coming out about this female. And Travis has a bright future. And that's why a lot of people are going to speak on it. And a lot of older people are going to speak on it because they've been through it. They've seen it. It's happened currently. And it's going to continue to happen to these young men. It's going to continue to happen. and they're just trying to look out.
That's what I would say. So I would definitely, even though I'm giving some strong information here, you guys definitely should look into counseling. Definitely look into that very fast, because that's going to help you guys stay together if staying together is really what you guys want, because there's some things that you need that he's not going to be able to give you, just because of the caliber of person he is. And I know that was a long take, but that's what I wanted to share.
I got two things to say, and then I'll let Stat go. Steph Curry's wife had a moment like this when she was at the red table. Like, I feel that he's just all about, everybody's like all about him and this, that, and the third, and nobody's paying me no mind. This when Jada had everybody wild bugging the fuck out. And that shit went away quick. That shit lasted about a week. Because she understood, like, I don't know what Steph said, I don't know what happened, but she calmed down a week. Take a look into whatever happened with that. That's one thing. And then the last thing I'll say is this, because I don't really have much to say about it, because I have no delayed sensitivity. So I just won't say too much about it. The one thing that I will say is that sponsors and teams are going to look at this. It's not draft yet. You just signed with Adidas. I think she's in the commercial, if I'm not mistaken. She's in the new Adidas commercial. So shit go left. She said, I've been there from the beginning. So I would just take into heed, and I'm not saying she's going left, but I'm just saying take into heed. You're not drafted yet. You have millions of people that want to do sponsorship, and you may be scaring some of them away with some of the things that you have on your personal life. Keep your personal, and then business. And when you want to exploit your personal, at least go get your $300-400 million and then get into this. You got a lot of money out of you, young man. And I would definitely take heed to the sponsorship dollars that's in front of you, and also not make an NFL team scared that this situation will cause a headache. Because, look, you've been with her 5 years, and you've been busting ass every year. You just won the Heisman. That was playing 140 snaps a game. So obviously, this isn't anything new. It's just your celebrity's growing, and maybe she's not used to it. So that's all I say. Just keep thinking about your money for both of y'all. If that's who you're going to be with in the future, this is going to affect your bottom line moving forward.
Yeah, I actually agree 100% with everything that you guys both said. I actually hate this entire situation because it didn't need to get to this point if people just kept things private. And I know it's a situation where it's like, of course, her feelings are valid.
Well, yes and no, because if none of this came out, we wouldn't have found these signs either. Commenting under other athletes' profiles and shit, commenting under their pictures. I ain't fucking with that. Coming out to the world and telling us that you have tequila in your veins because you're Hispanic, and Travis Hunter doesn't drink, so he used to take you to parties. Knowing Travis is younger than you, knowing Travis is a cheater and he's younger than you, and you're not interested in him, or he wasn't your type at first, then he's outside waiting for hours, not 30 minutes, 20 minutes. She said hours while she parties. We have no idea what she was doing for hours at these parties. Travis was sitting outside. I would never in my life ever even think of some shit like that. I would never in my life do that. Fuck, I look like taking a girl to a party and dropping her off and sitting outside. Fuck, I look like. You out your damn mind. What was the third one? She had said some goofy shit that I didn't like. She had said something, bro. Oh, it's just been so many things that she's been saying. What did she say? She said something else that just threw me off, bro. If it comes back to mind, I'll speak on it. But she's right, bro. A lot of this didn't have to get to the internet, but guess what? It did, and we're here now. And it's just better she doesn't talk, because she's saying way too many things, bro, that are just like, ugh. I can't rock with that, bro. I can't.
and his feelings are valid as well. He cares about his fiance, so he's going to stick up for her.
I respect him sticking up for her.
In certain situations, especially when you know who you're dealing with, or maybe she didn't know who she was dealing with and not expecting him to get to this point or this level. As a woman, especially when your man is at a certain level, you got to be selfless. You know, you're going to have to handle those situations elsewhere because, again, this is a topic that we're discussing. And of course, we're going to discuss it because he is a celebrity. This is part of the news. People are going to talk about it, whether you want them to talk about it or not. You have to learn that you don't have to address everything, and not everything's going to be about you. Like, I tell my friends this all the time. They're like, oh, if I want to date like a rapper or an athlete, like, girl, it's not going to be about you. That's just the truth. And you have to understand that. And that's okay. Now, if you're not okay with that, that's a discussion that needs to be had in private. So you figure out your next steps and can move forward.
Just don't do it.
Because this lifestyle is not for everybody.
Don't do it.
Learning that more and more every day is not for everybody. There's a lot of things that are going to be out there that you don't necessarily want out there, and you can't control that. So if you want to jump ship, and I'm not saying do that, you know, if you guys can work it out, do that because that'd be great. But this is only the tip of the iceberg. It's going to get very more worse. Difficult from here. He's gonna be around a lot of women. He's gonna make a lot of money. He's gonna see a lot of people every day. He's gonna have access to things that normal people don't. You ain't with it. Now would be the time to get out.
Yeah, for real. When she's right, he gonna have access to shit that other people don't. For sure.
You're a public figure, you can't escape being publicly responsible, and that's what is gonna be a rude of awakening for her. And one of the things you don't want to do is run to the internet. You know, when people know they bother you, they're going to bother you more. And I say this in your defense and to protect yourself and to protect your mental space. Don't feel like you have to go to the internet and answer every question. Because if you start it like this, then they're gonna troll you even more to make sure they constantly are talking to you. And that's the first thing I had to learn with the internet, being a person that really wasn't on the internet. Like, man, all these people be talking like, who is this nigga to be saying this? And you got to recognize these are just people. They have a keyboard. They have an opinion.
Yeah. And they're trolls, and half the time they don't even got a real profile picture. I had to learn that because people be making me mad. And I'm like, Treasure, you can't get mad. Just go. So
that's just how the internet goes, man. I said it before. Look, the fact that you guys responded, it's open game now. There's people who probably didn't give a fuck about this, just know that it's trending. Now they're going to purposely just go on your shit and go on your live streams and purposely just do dumb shit just to irritate you. I say this all the time for Caitlin Clark's situation and the WNBA. There are people who just live to troll. There are Reddit groups, Facebook groups who just love to troll. 100%. They love to troll. So yeah, man. Look, I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Look, Travis Hunter, man. You really just got to do your thing. You do have a big stage right here in front of you. You're at one of the biggest stages of life when it comes to an athlete, bro. So, just make sure you really tighten up with it when it comes to Shorty. Make sure everything's good, locked in. And just move smartly, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't really got much to say. I just more and more keeps coming out, and I don't think it's good for the internet. I think he needs to. I mean, for him, I think he needs to stay off of it. Not stay off of it, but just don't let it get to you, bro. Because this is nothing. What's happening right now is nothing. Nothing. So just don't let it affect your money, man. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, and I'm out, man.